Color is a hugely valuable tool when it comes to your professional image and style. It's one of the strongest ways that you can communicate through your image because it's the very first thing that people are going to notice on you. And it has a really immediate impact, particularly when it comes to first impressions. So you can use color in so many ways, particularly when it comes to your professional image. You can use color to reflect your personality. You can use it also to help you build a really consistent signature style aesthetic when you stick to the colors that work best for you. You can use it to help you be perceived in different ways. And you can also use it to influence the mood of the people that you're meeting with or dealing with, as well as influence your own mood, emotions, and energy. And color can also help you to stand out and be memorable. And on top of all of that, the colors that you wear really impact the way that you look. So when you wear the colors that work best for you, that is, they are in harmony with your hair color, your eye color, and your skin color, you will just look amazing. And it makes it so much easier to look your best. Whereas colors that aren't quite right for you can very easily make you look tired, washed out, and drained. And they can also negatively impact your energy as well. So before I get into some of the best ways to use color in business or in the workplace, if you're a female professional or leader, I'm just going to do a quick overview of color analysis and how it works. So color analysis is based on finding the colors that harmonize with your own natural coloring. And it started off with the seasons, so seasonal color analysis that gave us spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And for many years, this was the system that was used to determine your palette. That was then expanded, and each season was further broken down into 3 specific types. And that gives us 12 individual palettes. And these palettes are far more specific to your individual coloring and characteristics than just the broad season is. Now, there's lots of different online tools and quizzes and things you can do to help you figure out your best colors. Now, you might be able to do this at a basic level yourself, but if you really want to know your best colors and how to wear colors in the most flattering and harmonious way for you, then I really do recommend that you have a professional color analysis with a trained color consultant. So when I do a color analysis for a client, I'm not just looking at identifying their particular palette. I'm also looking at what are the standout colors for them within that palette, their signature or personal power colors that they can always rely on to make them look their best. And these are absolutely the colors that we want to make sure are in their wardrobe. And I'm also looking at their contrast level and how they combine colors in the most flattering and harmonious way in their outfits. So why is it important to know what colors work for you, especially when it comes to your professional image? When you understand color and what colors you look best in, you literally have this power palette that you can play with and that you can build your wardrobe around, starting with your neutrals in your key or staple pieces, and then adding in your accent colors through supporting pieces and items. Now, when you do this, you will find that everything mixes and matches seamlessly and very easily. So it is going to save you so much time, so much money, and so much energy. And wearing colors that make you, that make you look best, it also makes you look so much healthier, so much younger, and just so much more vibrant and radiant. So knowing your colors and your color palette is really the first thing that I recommend you do if you really want to take advantage of color and leverage its power in the workplace. Now let's take a look at 3 ways to use color successfully and strategically in the workplace. The first way to use color strategically and successfully in the workplace is to know how to create presence and gravitas through contrast. So contrast, or the difference between colors, is a vital piece of the puzzle when it comes to visually displaying presence. So when we see someone who's wearing high contrast, so there's a lot of difference between the colors, we perceive them as being more dominant, more formal, and more commanding. Now, in certain situations, this can be appropriate, and these can be good combinations for speaking engagements and presentations and so on. But in many professional environments and situations, they can just be too strong and intimidating. And the only people that really suit these combinations are individuals who have very bright or very dark coloring themselves. Now, on the other hand, and at the other end of the spectrum, we've got low contrast combinations. Now, these can look very elegant and graceful, but they can render you almost invisible. So they're ineffective if you are trying to create presence. So this level of contrast is really great for, a casual kind of low-key look, or perhaps a soft, graceful evening look, but it also works best for people who have low contrast in their natural coloring as well. Medium contrast is the midpoint, and it's the most people-friendly and the most professionally effective combinations. So medium contrast works for everyone, whether you have low, medium, or high contrast in your own coloring. So when it comes to displaying presence and gravitas, medium contrast combinations are the safest option, and they're my recommendation and the way to go. The second way to use color strategically and successfully in the workplace is to choose colors according to the message that you want to convey. Blue is universally the most liked color. So this is a really great color when you do want to show up as someone who's professional and someone who's credible. It's really an ideal color to wear in serious formal settings, particularly those darker sort of shades moving into navy. Red is the color that is most often associated with power in the Western world. So this is a color that will definitely project authority, and it can be worn to show that you are in control. Really dark colors, so blacks, dark navies, and charcoals, are seen as commanding and credible. Now, they can be great, again, in certain situations, but be mindful that something like an all black outfit that's quite plain, so perhaps it's a black suit and blouse, black trousers and a blouse, is going to make you seem unimaginative. And it's also just quite severe and unfriendly. Really rich colors, so such as burgundy and really rich purples, they are seen as very sophisticated and elegant colors. And these can be a really great substitute for black in certain situations. Light and pastel colors, they're seen as fresh and innocent, and sometimes can also be perceived as quite childlike and girly. So these type of colors portray the least professional presence. Now, if you like those colors, if they're part of your palette, if they really suit you, they can work. You just need to pair them back with a slightly more serious color, such as a charcoal or a navy. The third key way to use color strategically and successfully in the workplace is to choose colors according to the mood and energy that you would like to feel. And I think this is one of the best and most powerful uses of color that there is, because every color is going to affect your mood and your energy. And the clothes that we step into in the morning really do set the tone for the rest of the day. So if you would like to feel more active and more uplifted, then you can choose warmer colors such as reds, yellows, and oranges. Just be mindful not to wear these in excess because then they can cause you to feel some anxiety, because they're stimulating you too much. So you can pair it back with a neutral or another color just to balance that out. If you'd like to, feel a little bit more peaceful and tranquil, then you can choose cooler colors. So things like purples, blues, and greens, because these are a lot more calming and passive, and they're going to induce that sense of feeling calm and just tranquil. And these colors will also attract a lot less attention than warmer colors. So there you have 3 key ways that you can use color strategically and successfully. And I hope this helps you understand the best colors to wear if you're a female professional or leader.